Alright you guys, I just cut out some beautifully beef flank steak I'm gonna be using for it. It depends how many pounds that you're gonna need for it. That I just already cut it in half, followed by in this long wide strips that it just looks like this one. And before we're going to make a marinade that we need to submerge those flank steak, you can use any kind of meat or poultries, whatever you prefer, which is the lamb, the pork, the chicken, even the turkey. So once you cut all the steaks, we're going to make a marinade. Now what I have in a large bowl, I'm using 3 tablespoons of Lee Kum Kee premium light or dark soy sauce. To add something for seasoning, I have here for 1 tablespoon of garlic powder, 2 teaspoons of onion powder. I also measure about a half a teaspoon of chili powder, half a teaspoon of ground cumin, 3/4 teaspoons of paprika, half a teaspoon of kosher salt, and just about a 1/4 teaspoon of ground black pepper. And she's going to make just a little, like a salad dressing. Like I said, just for the marinade. And I'm going to pour about here 1 cup of 100% pineapple juice, whatever brand name that you want. Just going to keep whisking around. The pineapple juice makes a nice tangy flavor. You can try any fruit juices, which is either the citrus one, orange juice, ruby red grapefruit juice, lemon juice, even the lime juice. And that's about for the marinade. I already put these of the flank steaks after I cut it into a very nice chunks or strips. Put it into these with the resealable plastic baggie. I'm going to put this marinade into this bag has been after I cut it with the steak. Going to snap it in to close. And give it a shake. I'll shake well to this for steak. Now we're going to let this sit to marinate those for 3 hours or overnight in the fridge. And make sure to check the steak. It needs to be ready after it's marinated. But we're going to make a fajitas. I'll see you tomorrow. Okay, this is for the next day. I finished about marinate those that I submerged those until it get a nice flavor of those flank steak after it's just been marinated. I have these beautifully bell peppers that I'm using 3 of these colors, red, orange, and yellow, that I just cut into nice, just a little finger strips like this. I mean, guys, to show you what it looks like. And I did the same as the bell peppers that I cut out of the 2 medium onions. I have only about white onions. You can use red or yellow. And once that finished cutting it, we're going to cook it up for these first on the flank steak. Alright, we're going to fry it up for this beef flank steak that I'm using for. Now what I have in this for the non-stick skillet that I pour about with 1 tablespoon of extra virgin olive oil that I just need to turn about medium or medium high heat. It's going to make it nice and hot before we're going to plop it into this for flank steak after it's just been marinated. You're going to carefully plop it into here with these. If you're using the cast iron skillet, you can go ahead that you want and plop it right in. And we're going to fry it up until it's very nice and tender. Alright, these steaks are very tender that I flip it one by one, that I turn it on high. Don't want to get really blood inside. And we're going to move those steaks from the pan. If this got all of those after this marinade, I decide I can pick it up with this sauce. Now I'm going to put this onto the foil lined cookie sheet. I like to drain these with those steaks. Then I'm going to prepare, like I'm saying, for the thickening of the sauce. That I have lots of those after the marinade. Alright, I just moved these steaks out of the frying pan when I have the nonstick skillet or the cast iron skillet. I turn it back on high, then I use it with a wooden spoon to stir it over to thicken the sauce, because this is going to be nice with a, just keep an eye on it, don't want to burn that. Just like gravy. And once you got, just make sure to check all those marinating sauce. I'm just going to lower it down, and you see that? Almost getting thickened up. We're going to put these into a little serving small bowls, and we're going to fry it up with those bell peppers and onions. Alright, this sauce is just perfectly great, and as you can see, it might be a lot less. Can you see the sauce over here? This has been after marinating for the sauce. And I drain it over just a little burnt of the fat that I can remove it. And we're going to saute this veggie. I'm putting in another teaspoon of extra virgin olive oil. This might be equal for 4 teaspoons that I've been already divided. So let's throw those peppers and onions. And we're going to stir fry those until all those bell peppers and the onions just very nice and lightly caramelized. Here we go, just very lightly caramelized. You can go ahead and remove from the heat. After I keep stirring all the way around, using with a wooden spoon, then you could put this right next to for the flank steak. Alright, I'm going to add some of these that I made for the flank steak fajitas. And I already toast those flour tortillas. I used the one for the family size. So I'm going to put in all those steaks right onto the tortillas. You can use any kind of tortillas, which is like a whole wheat, whole grains, multi-grains, spinach, any colorful, even like a corn tortillas. So I'm going to go on for the steak. Let's go with the bell peppers with the onions on it. Don't fill it too much, right? I'm going to try just a dollop of the marinade sauce. And I like to squeeze a little lime. I like to sprinkle with the 4 Mexican style blend cheese. Has been finely shredded. Sprinkle right over. Then we fill over. And give this a little spoonful of sour cream and wrap it over with a tortilla. And that's how you make for the fajitas. I'm just giving you guys a very closer look that I've been well, anyway, I'm just giving you guys a closer look that I have been full over here. And you can go ahead, just roll it over really tight. And that's how you make fajitas. Almost until Cinco de Mayo. If you're interested for more recipes, write down in the comments below if you want to say something. Make sure to be always watching for sharings. Subscribe my channel, click the bell to see all notifications about new videos and the latest video. So, I hope you guys enjoy for the Cinco de Mayo.